Hello everyone, I'm Đức Trung with VTV International. You're watching the English bulletin VTV News for the latest events related to Vietnam. First, let's get you up to date with the headlines for this hour. Con Cao Islanders determined to protect the nation's sovereignty. And later, Vietnam becomes the first and only country to export dragon fruit to New Zealand. On to the first update of the hour. Today, National Assembly deputies convened to discuss the amended law on enterprises following a presentation by Minister of Planning and Investment Bùi Quang Vinh on Monday. Deputies stressed the need for enterprise law to be in accordance with the amended Constitution of 2013, which stipulates the freedom of doing business in all sectors not prohibited by law. They also emphasized that the enterprise law needs to spell out the specifications more clearly. In addition, National Assembly deputies discussed the amended regulations concerning the management and usage of government funds in business. Now, in the following report, we're going to listen to what some deputies have to say about the proposed amendments to the law on enterprises.
The amended law on enterprises serves to institutionalize the freedom of doing business as stipulated in Article 33 of the Constitution. Accordingly, people have the freedom of doing business in all sectors not prohibited by the government. The government is to conduct periodical checks and publish a list of prohibited and conditional business activities.
Relevant authorities need to specify in detail the conditions of each business activity. Only when the conditions are fulfilled will a business be able to register with the authorities. The details of prohibited activities need to also be laid out so as to be clear for both officials and business people. In addition to the amended law on enterprises, bylaws need to be devised. The bylaws often take a lot of time to come up with. That's something we'll have to fix. I think that the amount of bylaws should be restricted.
A number of deputies have commented that the amended law on enterprises should provide clear regulations that can be applied directly without the need for bylaws.
The administrative procedure should be simplified and the law clearer and more detailed. Relevant authorities need to work together to provide a fair and transparent business environment.
After the group discussions, the National Assembly will convene again to discuss the amended law on enterprises on June the 17th.
Moving on now to the latest updates on the East Sea tension between China and Vietnam. On Wednesday morning, Vietnam time, Chinese vessels continued to use water cannons to attack a Vietnam fishery control boat. At a location about 11 nautical miles from the Chinese illegal oil rig Hải Dương 981, a Vietnamese patrol boat detected 3 Chinese vessels assaulting Vietnam fishery control boat KN 630 using water cannons. For 20 minutes, 2 Chinese vessels steered close to the port and stern of the Vietnamese boat, affecting the latter's course, while the remaining Chinese vessel attacked with high-pressure water cannons. KN 630 is the same boat that was heavily damaged a few days back by Chinese forces. During that attack, 3 crew members were injured. On Wednesday, Vietnamese patrol boats counted a total of 62 Chinese vessels circling the Hải Dương 981 oil rig. Throughout history of Vietnam, Con Cao Island in Quảng Trị province has played an important role in protecting the country's national waters. These days, too, the local islanders are showing their patriotism by opposing China's illegal actions on the East Sea.
After a long night out fishing, the fishermen of Con Cao Island are back in their homes to get the latest updates on the East Sea tension. Even though the sentiments against China's acts are strong, the locals show their patriotism in a calm and collected way.
Everyone on the island is opposing China's actions. We are determined to protect the national sovereignty.
The islanders have pledged to work together and follow the government's directions. They make sure to catch up with the latest updates, whether they are at home or at sea.
We are all eager to work together and continue fishing in Vietnamese waters. Our livelihood depends on the sea.
The local authorities also hold periodical info sessions on the East Sea. Having been at the forefront of Vietnam's sovereignty protection for hundreds of years, the islanders understand the importance of solidarity.
The people here are well aware of the situation on the East Sea. They support the government's policies in dealing with the situation. They are determined to stay calm and clear-headed in light of China's illegal actions.
The district of Con Cò Island has been twice awarded with the title of People's Armed Force Hero for its people's contribution in past wars. The islanders intend to build upon this tradition and continue protecting the nation's sovereignty.
Moving on now to other news, a conference to review activities in preventing the harmful effect of tobacco was launched this Wednesday morning in Ho Chi Minh City. The event was also to prepare for the coming National Week of No Tobacco 2014. Reports at the conference showed that Vietnam still ranked 15th in the world as having the large percentage of smokers. The World Health Organization (WHO) estimates that every year there are 40,000 Vietnamese dying from tobacco-related diseases, and the number might go up to 70,000 people a year. In terms of economics, 22 trillion Vietnamese dong was spent for cigarettes. Currently, the Ministry of Finance is proposing special consumption tax to increase from 65% at present to 75% by 2015 and 85% by 2018.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
Welcome back to ViTV News for the latest updates about Vietnam. New Zealand Ambassador to Vietnam Heike Manning and Director General Nguyễn Xuân Hồng from the Plant Protection Department of Vietnam's Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development signed the official assurance program for the export of dragon fruits from Vietnam to New Zealand. The Vietnam-New Zealand Premium Fruit Variety Development Project, sponsored by New Zealand's official development assistance program, has also contributed significantly to the growth of the dragon fruit industry in Vietnam. A significant success of the project has been the legal protection of a specific dragon fruit variety and sale of the license for the fruit to a commercial farm. This is the first time a fruit variety in Vietnam has been legally protected in this way. At the end of 2013, total two-way goods trade increased from over $761 million to about $927 million, a 22% increase year on year. The arrival of Formosa projects in Vũng Áng Industrial Zone Kỳ Anh district of Hà Tĩnh province has brought a new living environment to residents in the area. Job opportunities are becoming increasingly available, helping people support their families and accelerate the area's economic growth.
Nguyễn Xuân Miên and his family is among the first households moved into the new resettlement area in Kỳ Anh district. At the beginning, they faced various difficulties in finding jobs to make ends meet. However, with the industrial zone booming, these people are adapting quickly with industrial and service jobs that bring great economic value to the area.
My family knows farming and planting techniques, so I managed to grow dragon fruit, raise chickens, and pigeons in our own field. Currently, we have about 70 chickens, making stable revenue of $200 per month, which is better than our farming business before.
Since 2009, over 3,000 households have moved to the new resettlement area of the Formosa Vũng Áng projects. The living standards of these people have been upgraded thanks to the development of Formosa projects. Supporting programs include technical training for young workers, financial assistance for resettlement households, and development of basic infrastructure such as clean water and electrical system.
The living environment of people in the Vũng Áng industrial zone has been upgraded significantly over the past few years. People are adapting quickly to new job opportunities by transferring their farming activities into businesses to support the industrial zone. Younger people are trained to work in the industrial zone as well.
Vũng Áng Industrial Zone and the resettlement area are contributing greatly to the improvement of the living standards of people in the area, as well as to the industrializing and urbanizing pace of the whole country.
Bookbox, a new project that aims to change the reading culture in Vietnam, has recently been launched. This project aims to set up bookcases in public areas for readers to take home and read. The only requirement is that the readers would have to replace the book that they take with another one.
Bookbox has attracted the attention of over 5,000 readers on Facebook within the past few months. Different bookcases have been set up in several open spaces in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi and Da Nang City. O Sinh is one of them. People can bring the books here, have them marked with the Bookbox sign, put them in the bookcase and take another book from a bookcase to read. I love this place because there are many interesting books. I can also share my fairy tales with other people. I really like to share my books with my friends who also enjoy reading. That is why I came here. Bookbox is similar to a small public library, where book lovers do not have to worry about the prices of books and get more access to books. However, the project has encountered some difficulties.
At first, we were afraid that someone would take the books away without returning them. But if we trust other people, our faith will eventually pay off. Even when a book is taken away, I'm glad that it is read.
Each bookcase costs $37 to $47 US. The money is donated by benefactors and educational institutions. Bookbox was based on the Free Little Library model in the United States. This project has helped many book lovers get access to a huge fund of knowledge and created an environment for people to share their love for reading.
And that's also the last piece of news we have for you in this hour. Before saying goodbye, let's take a quick look at today's weather forecast. This is the end of VTV News for this hour. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now from Hanoi.